And now, time for your local update on the war and a warning on propaganda. There has been an increase in the sale of Liberty bonds recently, and many believe it is because of the actions of our local scouts. Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts alike have begun to take to the street corners and parks, setting up booths and encouraging people to buy the bonds. They have also begun using the slogan, "Every Scout to save a soldier." Very encouraging, saving as many soldiers as possible. Another possible reason the sales have been increasing may be the continued use of 4-minute men. Short commercials being played before movies and cinema as well as in our local schools. After all, it is important to keep our children informed and safe as well. These ads show our young soldiers hard at work and encourage many people to buy and do everything they can to help and support them. With sales steadily rising, it looks like those brave men fighting across the ocean will be getting plenty of support. It also looks like they may be getting some new recruits, as Uncle Sam makes his face known, calling every young man to the battlefield with his "I want you" for the U.S. Army. But the real question is, will you be enlisting? In other news, the newspapers continued to print dramatic headlines about the war. Another ship was sunk just yesterday, and the newspapers exploded with headlines and graphic pictures showcasing burning boats as they sink. Illustrations and comics have also become commonplace in today's newspapers. These comics put a more innocent turn on events in the war, pulling lesser seen things to the forefront in an easy way, making you question exactly how much you know about the war. Moving on to news about the food rations. It seems the ration will become more lenient soon, as a new poster encouraging women to take up jobs on farms and factories have hit the town. With all the young men being pulled to the fight, women have had to pick up the slack, filling factories and working hard to keep our soldiers supplied and ensuring that we are healthy and safe, proving that women are more than just homemakers. There have also been a number of newspaper articles showcasing a less than forgiving attitude towards those in the community of German descent. Along with articles, a number of posters have begun to pop up displaying threatening images of German men in uniform and rifles. Though this may be used to encourage people to fight in the war, it has also been shown to have a negative effect, causing discrimination against many of the German community. And the new slogan, "Beware the Hun," has only seemed to increase the problem. And as the war continues, tensions will likely continue to rise. We will be sure to keep you updated. That concludes this news update. And now onto a warning about propaganda in our modern age. Propaganda comes in many forms, especially today. Posters, slogans, and commercials have become commonplace in our streets, and it's become more and more difficult to tell what you should believe. And with the Great War raging across the ocean, it has become even more important to remain cautious. So it is especially important to be able to recognize different forms of propaganda. Our newspapers, posters, commercials, radios, and even the comics and the news are just a few forms of propaganda in our modern media. Even this very newscast is technically a form of propaganda, a way of swaying your opinion towards another direction. A form of modern contraband, if you will. With news supporting the Allies and the Central Powers alike, it is necessary to keep your ideals straight, to remember where your loyalties lie, and to remember that we are fighting for freedom and liberty as an example to many. Your own ideas are your greatest strength and defense against enemy influences that surround us every day. The war will likely continue, but it should end soon. With that, we are going to wrap up this broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, and remember to keep your wits sharp, stay safe, and fight on.